can you distinguish good from bad tasking? Our emphasis now is on what your students must do. More precisely, if your instructions are good enough. Again, your strategy must meet the standards of online learning. I have emphasized strongly until now that most emphasis in online learning is on preparing student performance. But just how they function may depend on how well you designed their performance. And in the science of distance learning, several basic quality standards hold, and I urge you to study these in the text and to apply these. 5 questions can be addressed in this respect. 1. Are the tasks you designed significant, that is, meaningful? This again has to do with matters we covered before: objectives, learning patterns, curriculum, and mission. A significant task is one that motivates the student because it makes sense in a larger learning pattern and makes sense for excelling in your course. 2. Are the tasks feasible, doable? Applying this standard makes clear that you know what doing the task costs in terms of time and effort. Specify the minutes you calculate it takes, the level of skill you expect, and give the student opportunity to calculate how much involvement he needs to complete a task. If you interact with students, is it timely? 3. Is the grading evident from the way you task? Many online teachers use self-tests, that is, formative tests, to provide their students with an accurate idea of what the final summative test will require of them. Highly, highly recommended. 4. Are the tasks authentic? We endorse the idea that tasks, as much as possible, relate to real-life happenings. This comes in the place of good examples you may often have introduced in your classroom-based discussions before. Be creative. Involve the tacit knowledge and the interests of students. 5. Do the task reflect a psychological balance? The belief of students that they can do the task counts. We take this very seriously. Each of these 5 quality assessments are best done by students after completing a course. But there's no reason you could not think ahead about these issues. Keep in mind that despite all your good intentions, students may still grumble, murmur, and complain like the children of Israel because you simply failed in design. Don't feel too guilty though. After all, you're doing a difficult task, a far more difficult one than what you may have previously had needed to do. And making mistakes belongs to all of our work. Learning Task 8 helps you to avoid these, mostly.